Alright guys, welcome back to the video. Today we are doing another video on Make It to Midnight. Yeah, fourth video actually, or third actually, I don't know. Anyways, today we're doing a tier list video. This is the first time I've ever done this, so I hope I'm doing everything right. Anyways, we're rating what's the best perks in Make It to Midnight. This wasn't my idea. This was someone who commented on my previous video, commented that I should make this video, which honestly sounded very good to me since no one had made a video about it yet. So I was like, why not be the first? Anyways, if you're wondering where the tier list is at, right here. Woo, there it is. Alright. So I fixed it. Now we have this whole tier list over here. You can see right here. We got God tier, very good perk, okay perk, bad perk, and skull emoji. You'll know what the skull emoji means later. Alright, so the first one we have is best friends forever, which is when you free a teammate from a cage, you gain a 6% boost to heal speed until your next successful heal. So I think this perk is good if you're a complete healer, like if someone were to get caged and there's like Bonky next to you, you can go ahead and you can free your teammate, but you can also heal them because as soon as they get out of the cage, you know they're gonna be like one hit and they're dead. So if you free them out, if you free them, you can heal them more faster, just so they won't get hit once and die, so they could get hit twice. I'd say it's good, but I won't say it's the best, so I'd probably go for like an okay perk. Alright, next we're gonna start with Expert Medic, and let me just say, Expert Medic, I have it equipped, okay, and it's actually a very good perk. Alright, honestly, like Expert Medic, I'm putting in God tier. Alright, alright, this is my own opinion, alright? Alright, next we have Get Hyped. After healing a teammate, you both gain 50% movement speed for 5 seconds. I'd say this, I'd probably say it's just a bad perk, alright? It's not that good. Because I mean, like, after you heal a teammate, I know if like Bonky's very close and you heal a teammate, you can just run, both of you guys can just run as fast as you can, it's only for 5 seconds though. And there's a way better perk that's coming out on later, and there's probably, I can't say nothing. And there's probably a better perk than Get Hyped, I'd say. So I'm just put a bad perk for now. And Escape Enhancements. Alright, there's gonna be a lot of God modes, alright? Escape Enhancement, one of the best perks. I'd say one of the best perks for the survivor, alright, in the game. First, if you have at least one, you don't even have to complete it. If one generator is done from anything, like if someone were to complete a generator and you get hits, you can honk the horn and you free yourself. It's one of the best perks out there, literally. Especially if Bonky's like close to you and your teammates can get near you, basically. Okay, now this is the perk I was talking about. Next we have is Danger Zone. When a teammate is caged, you become 50% faster for 5 seconds. It's basically the same thing as Get Hyped, but the teammate gets caged. You could go ahead and you get 5% acceleration speed, which is pretty good. Just in case if you just in case if your teammate gets caught, you can go ahead and just run to your teammate instantly and free him. I'd say it's an okay perk. Now we have Brave Scout. Whenever you enter 10 meters of Bonky and see them, reveal their location to your entire team for 5 seconds, and it has a 60% cooldown. I'd say it's good if you're helping your teammates look for Bonky just so they can get away from him. But that also sacrifices you from getting hits, so that's kind of bad. And also, it's a 60-second cooldown. That's like literally 1 minute. That's kind of bad. And only for 5 seconds. Come on. So I'm gonna put a bad perk. Next, we have Adrenaline Rush. While you are weakened, your stamina recharges 50% faster, which is honestly pretty good because if you checked, I'll probably this is a very good perk. If you didn't check before, the stamina is really bad in this game. I'm just saying it's really horrible. So it's best to have your stamina recharges 50% faster, which is better. But you have to be weakened in order to recharge 50% faster. And if you're not weakened, that means it won't recharge 50% faster. So it's a good perk when you're weakened and if you don't get hit. Next we have Stop Hitting Yourself. I'm not a high enough level to get this perk, so I don't know how it works for myself, but when Bonky attacks you, they are stunned for 5 seconds. Their perk then deactivates until you are caged, which basically means that if Bonky were to hit you, he gets stunned for 5 seconds, which you can run away as fast as you can for 5 seconds, which you can get away from Bonky for 5 seconds, which is good because Bonky's actually faster than you. So if you were to stun him, that's actually good, so you can run away from him and you can just hide and he won't find you. So I'd probably get that. I'll probably put that in God tier. That's actually a pretty good perk too for Survivor. Next, we have Tech Whiz. If you fail a generator repair test, you'll only lose half as much progress, which instead of 10% loss, you get 5% loss. I'd say it's a good perk if you're bad at generators. I'm not saying all people are bad at generators. I'm just saying, for me, it's an okay perk if you're bad at generators. If you're very good at generators, then you don't even need it. It's not something that you need. It's like something if you're like really bad at doing generators. All right, next we have Signal Boost. After a generator is complete, reveal Bonky to you for 15 seconds. Now that God tier. I'm just saying it's a good perk. Once you complete a generator, you can see Bonky where Bonky is at for like 15 seconds, and that's a really good perk. So you can get away from Bonky and go to like the opposite side of Bonky, just so you complete that generator from the opposite side of him. All right, next we have Powering Up. For each completed generator, you permanently gain 15% max stamina. This is actually pretty good because it actually increases your stamina permanently for the instance though, not for like every single game you go to. You get like 50 more stamina every game you go to, and it doesn't keep on stacking. But the only thing it's good for is just giving you more stamina. But it also, yeah, you also have to recover more stamina than you have to like 100 stamina is your max stamina. So like I mean, getting the 45 more stamina is actually pretty good, but it won't help you for that much. So I'd say it's a very good perk, I'd say. Next we have Squad Up. Now, Squad Up, I'm actually close to that level. I've seen people use it, and I'm serious, it's a good perk. You repair generators 5% faster for each teammate at a generator, and it also includes you. So if you're just by yourself, you also include as 5%. So that means even though there's no one next to you, you basically give yourself a 5% bonus. All right, and that's it for all of the Survivor perks. So far, none at the skull emoji, which I'm pretty surprised. Wait, actually, I'm actually having some thoughts. I might put Brave Scout in the death skull because Brave Scout is kind of horrible. I'm just saying. Alright, now time for the Bonky's abilities. When used, you reveal survivors within a Fear Aura for the next 25 seconds for 75 second cooldown, which is a minute and 15 seconds. I'd say it's pretty good if people are near you, and plus if you're to hit someone and use the ability, you could track someone down. So like if they try to cut you off, you still be able to show them, so that means you can still be able to chase them even if they try to even if they juke you, basically. So I'd say for me, that's probably a very good perk. Now time for Silly Sneak. Okay, when used, your Fear Aura makes no sound or red light, and you make no sounds when moving for 10 seconds, and it has a 45-second cooldown. I'd say this is a good perk because if you have perks where you can go faster, that's really good, because especially when there's people near doing generators, and if they hear you, then or if they see the warning triangle side, then they could just run away from you. But if you're stealth, you could just think I'm right behind them and just hit him in the head, basically. So I'd say that's also a very good perk. All right, now time for Bonky Bounce, and Bonky Bounce I'd say is one of my personally favorites perks for Bonky's abilities. You get to jump high. I'm just saying, you get to jump over buildings. It's very helpful if people are trying to juke you and stuff. So that is going to God tier. All right, now time for Bonky's perks. So the first one we have is Danger in Numbers. Whenever a generator is repaired by 2 or more players, reveal it for 10 seconds, and it has a 75-second cooldown. Honestly, this perk it's pretty good early game, especially if 2 people are working together. You could go to the generator instantly. So it's very good early game, and it also works end game too, especially if there's 2 people left and they're working together, you know. So I'd probably say it's a very good perk. Actually, I'm leaning more into an okay perk, I think. All right, now next we have I See You. When you bonk a survivor, reveal other survivors' locations within Fear Aura distance for 5 seconds. Basically, it's the same thing for Clown Radar, but it's just when you bonk a survivor, you see different survivors without waiting 75 seconds just to use it. It's only for 5 seconds. I'd probably say it's probably a bad perk. Honestly, I'd rather you choose Clown Radar than I See You. Next we have Leaving So Soon, and this perk I don't have yet because I'm only level 37. The first time each generator is repaired to 70% progress, reveal it, gain stealth and 25% movement speed for 5 seconds, which is actually pretty good because you get notified when a generator is 70% complete, and you gain stealth and 25% movement speed for 5 seconds. That's really good. I'm just saying. That is going to... Oh, sorry. This is leaving so soon. It's my bad. yeah, this is going to God tier. Sorry about that. I got these two mixed up. Alright, next we have Brainiac. When you use your ability, reveal the closest survivor for 5 seconds, your move speed does not escalate as midnight nears. So when it's midnight, you know how like when it's midnight, so you know how like later in the game, Bonky gets faster. When Bonky gets faster, that basically means it's midnight. Which means if I were to use an ability and reveal a survivor that's nearest to me, I won't be able to get that bonus speed, which is kind of sad. So I said Brainiac, it's good. So I'm gonna just say it's a very good perk. Or actually, I'm gonna say it's an okay perk, especially if you cannot find anyone. All right, so next one we have is Terrifying Presence. Survivors in your fear aura regenerate stamina 50% slower. So I'd probably say Terrifying Presence. I'd probably say, and I'm leaning between towards okay and bad perk. I'd say it's a bad perk because anyways, the stamina consumption. I'm gonna put it a bad perk because basically the stamina in this game is very horrible. You barely regenerate any stamina. Basically, if you're like right next to Bonky, it doesn't even matter. You don't even need the perk. You can just already do it yourself. Also, I also changed the background to presentation mode because it looks better to read, I guess. And also, I am missing 2 perks, but don't worry, we'll get to that later, alright? Alright, next we have Butterfly Effect. When you cage a survivor, all generators go haywire. The next test on those generators are scrambled. Basically meaning that, if you watch my previous videos, you'll see that the generator will have like a red battery, and they'll be like flickering and stuff, and like when you do the circle thing, when you try to get in the green, it just gets all wonky and messed up. It just goes like that, basically. Yeah, that's basically the generator going haywire. So Butterfly Effect, it's very good, especially if you cage, a survivor. Yeah. All right, next we have Sabotage. You can bonk a generator to make it go haywire. The next test on that generator is scrambled. And now let me tell you, Sabotage, just God tier, Honestly, you know what, Butterfly Effect, you're going to okay perk. Sabotage, one of the best perks. If there's a survivor working on a generator that's like, I don't know, like 80% done, you could just bonk the generator and then walk away. And if they mess it up without having tech whiz, they lose 10%. Which is of their progress, which is really good. When you cage someone, all unoccupied generators will explode and begin to decay twice as quickly until occupied. Basically mean that when you cage someone, all unoccupied generators. Basically mean if there's no one on the generator will explode and it will decay twice as quickly until it's occupied. Which is good because that means it could drain the survivors' progress in the freaking, what do you call it, generators? Yeah. So I'd probably say this is also a very good perk. There's a lot of God tiers. Holy God. Alright, now next we have Gathering Storm. After using an ability, gain 25% movement speed and for 10 seconds the next time you damage a survivor. Once you damage a survivor, for 10 seconds, and this is after using an ability, you'll gain 25% movement speed, which is, I think this is actually, Gathering Storm works really well with Silly Sneak, in my opinion. So I'd say Gathering Storm is very good. I'm gonna put it right there. Alright, now next, we have Anti-Up. Your ability has a 20% longer cooldown, reduces your ability's cooldown by 20% for each eliminated survivor. Basically meaning that, you know how like Silly Sneak has a 45-second cooldown? Basically, instead of 45 seconds, it's gonna be like 55 seconds or like a 60-second cooldown instead. So like if you're using Bonky Bounce, which is a 75-second cooldown, that'll probably be like, I don't know, like an almost a 90-second cooldown. So yeah, honestly, it's good as long as you capture people. But I'm gonna put it at an okay perk. No, actually, I changed my mind. I'm putting it at a bad perk. It's not good at all. It's only good if you actually eliminate survivors, which most of the time, a lot of people that are bonky cannot eliminate survivors. Now, next we have Midway Magic. Your ability is now enhanced. Bounce further, sneak for 5 seconds longer, and radar lasts 5 seconds longer. This has to be the best perk for your ability. God tier. Alright, so now you're probably wondering like, is that it? Nope. There's 2 more. and I'll just put it up on screen, and then I'll just edit it over like whatever this is on the chart. So we have swing and miss. When you miss an attack, reduce the slow duration by 25%. Honestly, it's very good if someone's like trying to juke you like whoa, 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 like that, something like that. It's very good because if you swing and miss 25-second, you have a 25% slow duration, which is pretty good. So I'd probably say that. I'll probably put that in like an okay perk, I'd say. And now time for the final perk of this game. All right, the final one. Okay, I'm serious. The final one. Deadly. So, oh, sorry. Silent but deadly. Your fear aura size is reduced by 50%. However, you are 10% slower. Skull emoji. I'm just saying. All right, you know the question. Literal skeleton emoji. You reduce your speed by 10%. That's not good. That's actually like worse than like anything else in the game. The only thing you do not want to do is decrease your stamina or how fast you go. You want to actually get more faster than slower. Anyways, this is really fun. I created this chart all by myself. If you want to check it out for yourself, you go ahead and go to let me see what it was called. Tier Maker. I'm probably gonna go ahead and make it public for you guys to try it out for yourselves if you want to. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, give it a like and also subscribe and also click the notification bell just to get notified when I post videos just like this one right here. Anyways, I want to do more videos like these, like with tier charts. So there's probably gonna be more to come. I never thought of doing tier chart videos ever, so I might do more if this video does well enough. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.